2014, Charlie Sheen received news that he was probably long dreading. That the National Enquirer was ready to scoop the world and print the story that the star was HIV positive.
We had a mountain of evidence. Text messages, photos, videos, documents. The story was true.
Contacted for comment, the normally outspoken star seemed to be on the defensive.
Charlie Sheen was denied. Indeed, his lawyers told us it was factually incorrect.
His lawyers claimed that a recent medical exam had given the star a clean bill of health. But when asked, they refused to share the records, and that wasn't all.
They promised to bring this publication down. They said if we proceeded with publication, we would be hit with a $100 million lawsuit.
And for the moment, it worked. It would make the investigation go away. He was mistaken.
I authorized my staff to quietly go back to their desks and make more phone calls than they ever have before to establish the extent and breadth of this cover-up.
The result was 11 months of additional digging.
We were getting more and more people coming to us who had hard proof, who had photos of the medication, who had photos of his lab results.
And by October of 2015, there was nothing Sheen could do to stop the story.
It was watertight. In the old Fleet Street phrase, we had him, quote, banged to rights. More sources came forward detailing this cover-up.
But it was Charlie Sheen who had the biggest response.
So he preemptively decided to try to gain control of the story.
Charlie Sheen's team began discussions with NBC and Matt Lauer, during which he would later promise to make, quote, a big personal announcement.
And on November 16th, 2015,
Matt Lauer and the Today Show announced that Charlie would appear live the next day.
But would Sheen's attempt to control the story succeed? Once Matt Lauer made his announcement about Charlie's upcoming appearance, the Enquirer immediately responded.
We published on our website the full untold story.
I remember us all holding our breath. When you make the decision to finally pull the trigger, it's quite a leap.
And mere minutes after the Enquirer story went live, the news Charlie Sheen had fought so long and hard to keep secret was suddenly everywhere.
It was like the floodgates opening.
The internet erupted.
Social media, news sites, the networks.
Worried ex-lovers are lining up, wanting to know if a man that they slept with who was HIV positive passed it on to them.
According to what Sheen told Matt Lauer, the answer was no. He told the Today Show host that he'd never exposed partners to the virus. But after the interview, when a former lover confronted Sheen, it appeared he hadn't been completely honest with Lauer. A recording of the tense exchange was obtained exclusively by the National Enquirer.
Why didn't you tell me that you were not infected? Because it was on your... Okay?
Charlie has opened himself up to massive legal liability. It's illegal most places in the United States to have sex with somebody to expose them to HIV when you know that you are HIV positive without informing that individual of your medical status.
And several of Sheen's former lovers are prepared to sue over it, including his former fiancé, Brett Rossi, who had no shortage of things to say to Charlie in a videotape obtained exclusively by Radar Online.
Exposed me to HIV for a year and a half. You made me get rid of a baby. You beat the shit out of me and made me think it was my fault.
I'm aware of at least 7 who've engaged Hollywood lawyers in an attempt to try and negotiate settlements with Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's story is about the rottenness at the core of Hollywood. It's about using money and, in some cases, violence, threats, and intimidation to ensure that a Hollywood megastar, just because he makes us laugh, remains above the law.